Why intelligent women scare society? Most people think intelligence is universally celebrated, but that's only true when it comes from the right person in the right context. When an intelligent woman speaks up, challenges norms, or refuses to play small, society reacts differently. Not with admiration, but with discomfort, dismissal, or even hostility. And if you've ever felt like your intelligence makes people uncomfortable, you're not imagining it. There is a psychological and social reason why intelligent women threaten the status quo. So in the next 8 minutes, I'm going to break down exactly why intelligent women scare society. Let's get into it. Reason 1, they challenge traditional power structures. Intelligent women challenge traditional power structures. For centuries, society has been built on the idea that men lead and women support. Men make decisions and women follow them. Men speak and women listen. This has been embedded in laws, institutions, and social expectations for generations. And when that structure works, everyone knows their place. It's predictable. It's comfortable for those in power. But intelligent women disrupt that. They question authority. They demand to be heard. They don't accept things just because that's how it's always been done. And that makes people uncomfortable because it forces them to rethink everything. If women are just as capable of leading, thinking critically, and making decisions, then the entire justification for male dominance falls apart. Think about Erin Brockovich in the movie Erin Brockovich. She's a single mother with no formal legal training, but she's smart, observant, and refuses to be dismissed. When she uncovers the contamination case, the male lawyers initially don't take her seriously. She doesn't fit their image of what intelligence looks like, but she challenges the entire power structure of the law firm, the corporation, and even the legal system itself. And that's exactly why she's initially met with resistance. Because intelligent women who challenge the system are threatening to those who benefit from it. There is a psychological concept called system justification theory. It explains that people have a natural tendency to defend existing social systems, even when those systems don't benefit them. Because change is scary. So when an intelligent woman challenges the way things are, she's not just challenging individuals, she's challenging the entire system, and that's why she's seen as a threat. Reason 2, they don't need validation. Intelligent women don't need validation from others to know their worth. Society is built on the idea that women should seek approval from men, from other women, from society at large. That's why there's so much pressure on women to look a certain way, act a certain way, and say the right things. Because when women are constantly seeking approval, they're easier to control. But intelligent women have figured out that external validation is meaningless. They know their worth isn't determined by how many people agree with them or how well they fit into society's expectations. They validate themselves. And that independence is terrifying to a system that relies on women seeking approval. Look at Elle Woods in Legally Blonde. At the beginning, she's seeking validation from Warner, trying to prove she's worthy of him. But her transformation happens when she realizes she doesn't need his approval or anyone else's. She knows she's smart, capable, and worthy. And the moment she stops seeking external validation and starts trusting herself, she becomes unstoppable. That shift from seeking approval to self-validation is what makes intelligent women so powerful and so threatening. When you don't need validation, you can't be manipulated. You can't be pressured into staying small. You can't be silenced with criticism or disapproval. And that makes you unpredictable. People don't know how to control you. So instead, they try to discredit you, label you as difficult or arrogant, or push you to the margins. Because if they can't control you, the next best option is to convince others not to listen to you. Reason 3, they see through manipulation. Intelligent women are dangerously good at spotting manipulation, and society runs on manipulation. Advertising manipulates you into buying things you don't need. Social media manipulates you into comparing yourself to others. Relationships manipulate you into accepting less than you deserve. The entire system depends on people not noticing these patterns. But intelligent women notice. They see the tactics. They recognize when someone is using guilt, fear, or social pressure to get what they want. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So they stop playing along. They call it out. They refuse to participate. And that disrupts everything. There's a reason why gaslighting is so common when intelligent women speak up. Gaslighting is when someone tries to make you doubt your own perception of reality. You're overreacting. You're too sensitive. That's not what happened. It's a manipulation tactic designed to silence people who see too much, but intelligent women trust their perception. They know what they saw, what they heard, and what they experienced. and they refuse to let anyone convince them otherwise. Reason 4, they refuse to shrink. Intelligent women refuse to shrink themselves to make others comfortable. Society teaches women from a young age to be smaller, take up less space, talk less, laugh quieter, don't be too smart, too ambitious, too confident. Because when women are small, they're non-threatening. They're easy to ignore and easy to control. But intelligent women reject that. They take up space unapologetically. They speak their minds. They pursue their ambitions without apologizing. They refuse to dim their light just because someone else feels insecure. And that audacity is shocking to people who expect women to stay in the background. Think about Miranda Priestley in The Devil Wears Prada. She's unapologetically intelligent, ambitious, and demanding. She takes up space. She doesn't apologize for her standards or her expectations. And because of that, she's labeled as cold, difficult, and a dragon lady. But here's the thing. If Miranda were a man with the exact same behavior, he'd be called a visionary, a leader, a boss. That double standard exists to keep women small. There is a double standard at play here. When a man is confident, ambitious, and outspoken, he's called a leader. But when a woman displays the same traits, she's called bossy, aggressive, or intimidating. That's not a coincidence. It's a societal mechanism designed to keep women small. Because if women start taking up space and demanding respect, the entire social hierarchy shifts. And people who benefit from that hierarchy will do everything they can to maintain it. Reason 5, they inspire other women. This is the reason that scares society the most. Intelligent women inspire other women to wake up. When one woman refuses to play small, it gives permission to others to do the same. When one woman challenges the status quo, it shows others that it's possible. And that creates a ripple effect that's impossible to control. Society can handle one intelligent woman. They can dismiss her, isolate her, label her as an exception. But when intelligent women start inspiring other women, that's a movement. And movements change the world. That's why there's so much effort put into tearing down women who rise. It's not just about silencing that one woman. It's about making sure she doesn't inspire others to follow. Think about how the media portrays confident, intelligent women. They're either villains, threats, or cautionary tales. They're rarely celebrated, because celebrating them would encourage other women to be like them. And society isn't ready for that, because if women collectively decided to stop shrinking, stop seeking approval, and stop accepting less than they deserve, the entire system would have to change. So to recap, intelligent women scare society because they challenge traditional power structures, they don't need validation, they see through manipulation, they refuse to shrink, and they inspire other women to do the same. And here's the truth. If your intelligence makes people uncomfortable, that's not a flaw. That's proof that you're doing something right. Because comfort is the enemy of progress. And when you make people uncomfortable, you're forcing them to grow, to question, and to change. So don't shrink. Don't apologize. Don't dim your light. The world needs intelligent women who refuse to play small. And the people who are scared of you, let them be scared. Because you're not here to make them comfortable. You're here to change the world.